Well, I think I would say first, as you said, these are advanced techniques. So probably, I mean, it's hard to put a number, but 90% plus of all the work we do is using traditional, conventional block designs or event-related design. I mean, there's still a lot of life and for a long time in traditional designs. But of course, because we're a university, we're trying to push this further. So now finding clinical use, I mean, neurofeedback is an obvious clinical use, and there's more and more interest in this and more clinical trials everywhere around the world. If you just look at fMRI-based neurofeedback, because neurofeedback in itself in neuroimaging wasn't new because of EEG neurofeedback. It's existed since the 80s, but with fMRI it's quite new. But there's been so many different clinical applications already. So it's all about finding colleagues who are willing to experiment and to potentially find new treatments. But of course, we know that imaging is expensive, so it's all about the cost benefit of potentially using imaging in this way. There's another way that real-time fMRI has been used is for quality control. I mean, it's linked to clinical use in a way to make sure that we get the best data possible at all time, and that we don't have to overscan or patients, if we're talking about clinical, or we don't have to bring them back later on, or potentially from very far away. Sometimes we have patients coming down from Scotland because they've got some rare condition. There's not that many people in the country with these conditions. So we need to make sure when they come, we get the best data possible. So in a way, we already cater for this by having radiographers here, because we're in a clinical center. So, I don't know how to operate the scanner. I'm not allowed to touch the scanner. We have NHS radiographers for all the research projects. They would be the ones usually operating the scanner. So we know that in terms of image quality on the day, we would have the best quality possible. But by using real-time fMRI techniques, you could then just have in the background monitoring data quality itself. Is the scanner somehow skipping images, or is there some network problem preventing the data from being stored on a database or something like this? So that's been used in a couple of centers, more as a QA, QC, just running in the background all the time. But most of the work we do is basic, box standard, event-related and block design.